You see, our system is capable of acting like a capsule when that's most beneficial, and acting like a glider when that's most beneficial. Now, MCC's in my ear. They're telling us we're 1 minute away from release. Our next set and our last set of checks before release are L-30. That's 30 seconds to release. And Spaceship Unity pilots will arm the launch pylon. And once we get to that designated launch point, the mothership pilots will engage the release, setting Unity free. Meanwhile, the spaceship pilots will push forward on the stick all the way, preparing for a release. We're now approximately 20 seconds from release. 10, 5, 3, 2, 1, release, release, release. Ignition. Good control. Trimming, that's pulling the nose up. And trim is set. We're now traveling at approximately Mach 1.4. There's max Q, that's the maximum dynamic pressure on the vehicle. Those on board are experiencing about 3 Gs at the moment. The trim is complete and Unity is in the vertical, headed toward space. Mach 2. Mach 2.8, rocket motor cutoff.
Amazing.
All right. Predicted apogee today is 275,000 feet. That's 84.3 kilometers.
Incredible.
Our mission specialists have been cleared to unstrap and enjoy the zero-G experience.
This is amazing. What you're seeing is Colonel Villadei going to the back to tend to the payloads that are mounted on the rack. You can see Landolfi and Leo starting their experiments in their seat and having, looks like, a great time, of course.
Yep. The feather is moving, as you can see. Starting that backflip maneuver I spoke of. The feather is now fully up.
Amazing. And Viva la Italia! This is 100 years for the Italian Air Force. So happy centennial to the Air Force. This is absolutely incredible. And welcome to space, astronauts. How absolutely incredible. Benvenuto nello spazio. Congratulations to Walter, Angelo, and Leo on becoming astronauts today. And a special congratulations to our pilot, Nicola, for his first space flight. Welcome back to space, Mike and Colin. This is absolutely incredible.
Wonderful.
You can see I'm tripping over my words because I can see all the excitement here. And we've also trained our astronauts as part of our training program to, at apogee, go to the window and take a look outside. So you're seeing them take a look and really reflect and take in the view, because all of the science and all of the research that they're conducting on board is for that vehicle, for that planet that they're looking out on. Mm-hmm. It's really that science and research being invested back into this planet, and it's important for them to reflect and see where their hard work is going.
Right. We have achieved apogee at 85.1 kilometers, or 279,000 feet.
Incredible.
The pilots are currently completing the backflip maneuver, orienting the vehicle for re-entry. Now, just before 0.1 Gs, the pilots will give that return to seats call to the mission specialists. And our training team has worked this portion of the flight out so that it's very natural and intuitive for our passengers. You know, when we talk about space travel, a lot of people know and they expect the boost portion of flight to be loud and thrilling, and of course it is. But what's interesting is that the re-entry is actually very similar. So as supersonic air flowing over our vehicle in the feathered configuration, shock waves form on top of the cabin, and those are audible to those inside. And for those of you on site here at Spaceport America watching from the ground, you should hear a double sonic boom as Spaceship Unity once again breaks the sound barrier. We're currently at Mach 2.5.
Incredible.
And just back to 1G as we begin re-entry.
And those views are just absolutely amazing.
Yes. So for re-entry, we're now at about 3.6 Gs for those on board. The crew will orient the attitude of the spaceship so that when we come out of re-entry and feather down, we'll be pointed toward spaceport. We're now subsonic and at 75,000 feet.
And the unique part of our design is as a vehicle that can get into this feathered configuration. We're a glider, we're a rocket, we're a glider, and we're a capsule at the right phases of flight that help our unique design be safe and effective for the mission it's at.
That's right. We're at 61,000 feet now, continuing to descend in the feathered configuration. When we get down to about 53,000 feet, the pilots will command lower of the feather again and reconfigure the vehicle back into a glider.
The views are just so incredibly amazing all the way down, and it's just part of each phase of flight has its unique experience. Mm-hmm. It has the ability to also conduct science. Our payloads that are on the rack are conducting and recording data all the way through each phase of flight. So you get hypergravity and low gravity data and that transition in between.
The feather is almost completed, the feather down. It is now down and locked.
Those watching from Spaceport America, now's a great time to go outside. Unity will be coming into view, and you can cheer on the crew as they return to Earth.